Let's just set that intention. Whatever comes our way, let's just breathe it in and breathe it out. So your next exhale, we'll tuck your chin gently downwards. So we'll start to work the neck. I like to start with the neck first because this is usually a place where we're pretty tight, a lot of stress up in this area. And then just breathe. Just let the slow stretch of the gravity pull those muscles a little bit longer, a little more open. And then move your head 2 inches to the right. Tuck your chin down, maybe a little bit more, but just hold, just breathe there. And then move your head 2 inches more to the right. A slightly different angle. Maybe even tuck your chin a little bit or move your chin a little bit just to get a little different stretch. You might even feel that pull down into your shoulder blade area. Good, then gently roll back to the center with the chin in the center, and now we'll go 2 inches to the left. Now you'll notice that one side of your neck might be a little tighter than the other. That's really normal, especially when we are dominant, of course, in one arm. And then 2 inches more to the left. Maybe move the chin a little bit. Good, and then gently roll it back to the center. Now we're going to take the right ear to the right shoulder. The left arm's going to go out to the side with the fingers spread nice and wide. The arm is extended, and it's about halfway between the hips and the shoulders. And then open and close the fingers. So if you tend to get a little stiffer when the weather's colder, these little movements are super important. Open and close the fingers. And then turn the palm facing up to the ceiling. That means your shoulder's rolling backwards. And then you're going to open and close your fingers as well. Spread out your thumb, the webbing of your thumb. Good. And then bring your hand and your chin back to the center. We'll take it to the other side. Left ear, left shoulder, right arm's going to reach out. Spread your fingers. Open and close, open and close. Maybe there's popping and clicking going on. That's all good stuff. And then flip that palm up, roll the shoulder backwards, and let's open and close a couple times there. Make sure the thumb is really spread out wide. Good, and then gently roll it back to the center. We're going to take it one more time to the right ear, right shoulder. This time take your left arm back behind you. This one's a really nice shoulder opener. If you can scooch that left elbow in as tight as you can to the side of your body, maybe even imagine your left fingers are wrapping around your right waistline. And then just drop that shoulder. Turn your head now towards the right armpit like you're looking down. And then you can hold it there. That's a little deeper stretch. Or you can even nod up and down. So the inhale is the nodding up and the exhale is the nodding down. This is a super important muscle to stretch every day, especially if you work on the computer. It's called the levator scapula, and it lifts your shoulders up. That's why it gets so tight. Then turn your head to the side. Take your right hand to the side of your head and gently lift your head up. Unwrap that arm, and then tuck your shoulders, tuck your chin, and round your back a little bit forward. Good. Then sit up tall, tuck your chin down to the center, and we're going to go to the other side. Roll it over, right ear, left shoulder. Right arm scooches behind. Remember, you're trying to go as tight as you can to the side body. Turn your head now. Look underneath that left armpit. Eyes can be open or closed. And then you just judge. You can just hold it here. It's a nice stretch, pulling that shoulder blade down a little bit, or you can take the nod. The nod does a little deeper stretch for that levator scapula muscle. So I really got into anatomy a couple years ago because I have my aches and pains, and I always wanted to know where and why. So knowing what muscle we're stretching sometimes is empowering. Take your ear back to the shoulder, your left hand's to the side of your head, lift your head up gently, and now roll your shoulders down, your chin down, and both hands are going to interlace behind your head. Use your thumbs now, right underneath that rounded part of your skull, and then give that a little rub, like a little circular motion right there, right where your hairline is. This is where your trapezius muscle connects to your skull, and when your trapezius is tight, the whole back is tight. So you can just loosen it up right here, just at the connection. Good, then slowly lift your chin up, open your eyes, reach your arms all the way out to the side. Good, reach it all the way out. Good, and then roll the wrists, and then roll the wrists. Good, and then slowly come down and maybe roll the shoulders. Good. So bring your legs out in front of you. We're going to do one more little neck stretch. This is what I do very often to release some neck tension. So I want you to come off of your props, if you've got them. We're going to take our legs into a diamond shape, but it's a narrow diamond. So this pose is called Baddha Konasana, which is kind of like an angle shape. And this is a different version of it. So I want you to be more narrow. And the reason is because we're going to fold over. So take your hands and take them underneath the flesh of your backside and push the flesh back. And what that does is actually makes you feel those sit bones a little bit more. And it tilts your pelvis just a little bit. So the flesh is back, those 2 sit bones are on the mat, and then we're going to allow ourselves to just fold. And we're going to take a pause here, just do it slow. There's going to be lots of sensations you're going to have. So you might feel it in your low back, your inner thighs. Anywhere you need to adjust, feel free to adjust. Now you're going to tuck your chin and let your head drop. It's like gravity's just letting the head slowly, slowly release. And we're going to take the right arm back behind us, kind of like we did at the beginning. Remember when we kind of scooted it behind us, the elbows tight? And then turn your head 2 inches to the left. And we're just going to let the head drop a little bit more. So this is a similar stretch, but gravity's doing a little bit more work here as we're dipping down. And then shake your head just side to side like you're saying no, just a little bit, just to feel that stretch in the back of the neck and the shoulders. Good, and then release your hand and your chin, come back to the center. And then we're going to take it to the other side, so the left arm scooches behind, the palm is open to the back side of you. You're going to turn your head to the right, tuck your chin, and just let it drop. And we're just opening up the channels of energy through the neck into the brain. Get a little more energy, blood flow in there. Good, and then gently bring your chin and your hand back to the center. And then slowly lift yourself all the way up. On Yoga JP TV, you'll find 60-minute classes, 30-minute classes, 5-minute educational videos, and workshops. You'll have gentle, senior, chair yoga, therapeutic yoga, and somatic yoga choices, as well as workshops too. To find out more, visit us at www.yogajptv.com.